Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 3, Episode 2 of the Vampire Diaries, The Hybrid. So, last time we had the season opener and our very first look at Ripper Stefan, which was bloody traumatizing, because this is a very different Stefan than the Stefan we have come to know, and the way that he went about the whole Andy situation and killing her just to get Damon off of his trail was just so brutal and so not the Stefan we've come to know. He seems to be someone who values life so deeply. So it truly does show how big this whole Ripper situation is and how much it can alter a vampire's mind. Now, this episode titled The Hybrid, I assume we're going to be getting more of the Klaus storyline, which I'm very interested in because he went and killed that werewolf, didn't he, after feeding him his blood? So is that literally how you make hybrids? Is it that easy, or is there more to it? Is he experimenting? I don't know, but I'm very interested to see a whole werewolf pack as well, because we know that he's just found one. But yes, with that said, very excited to get back into it and see where the story goes. So without further ado, let's go.
Field reporter and weekend anchor Andy Starr was discovered dead.
Can't stay away, can you?
By local sheriff's deputies outside.
Aww.
Stefan called me last night. He didn't say anything, but it was him. I asked Sheriff Forbes if she would trace the call's origin. It came from Tennessee.
Where he's binge drinking on the country folk.
Yeah, he's having a little bit too much of a binge there.
If he was gone, he wouldn't have called.
I knew that Elena would be hanging on to this, which she has every right to, but after the way he treated Andy and the two girls that we saw at that house, I'm agreeing with Damon. But then even then, I don't think that Damon actually thinks that Stefan's gone. I think Damon's just dealing with the loss of Andy and then he'll come back for Stefan.
Whatever Damon knows, you know.
Ask Damon.
Yeah, but Damon's not exactly in the mood to help right now.
For good reason.
Yeah, I don't think you're understanding what happened, Elena.
He would never give up on me. I'm not gonna give up on him.
She's also right to think that. I'm sure that is bloody true. No matter what, he would always try and find her and help her.
Thanks to our pal Ray, we found ourselves a pack.
Oh shit, there's loads of them. What the fuck? I didn't think a pack would be this big.
Oh, Ray! Oh my god. Who are you?
The important question is, who am I?
Alright, Klaus. Damn.
My name is Klaus.
You're the hybrid.
Oh, they already know of him. Interesting. That's not surprising that it would spread around, but my question is who the fuck would spread it? Maybe he's been spreading it himself? Oh my god, I forgot she has Caroline. Fuck.
Hey, Mom.
Morning, sweetheart. Coffee's hot.
My question is, what would she do if it did actually affect him and he was like, oh my god, ow.
You know, if you're going to bring a girl home, I wish you'd have the tact not to sneak out like a prostitute.
Oh my god, can you not be such a bitch?
She snuck out?
Not necessarily. I mean, I might have knocked her out.
Whoa. I think the cream's bad. Don't wait up tonight. Oh, and Caroline. She's not a prostitute.
Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that you said that. Don't let your mum call her that. Especially after how she was treating Vicky in the early episodes of season 1. I'm not a fan of this woman. What am I talking about? Not a fan of her. She's kidnapped Caroline. Of course I'm not a fucking fan.
I've gotten myself into a bit of a vampire situation.
Have we met Bill before?
Why are you telling me this? You're dating a witch. Why don't you tell her?
Tell Bonnie that you brought me back to life and now I'm seeing my dead girlfriend?
Yeah.
You were the one she loved the most. If anyone's gonna be able to help me connect to her, it's you.
God, I'm excited to see where this goes. Why is Vicky still around? What does she want? Why is she not moving on? I feel like it's something to do with the fact she's a vampire. Maybe her soul is stuck.
Chain ourselves up. But there are some werewolves that like to gather in places where they don't have to do that.
Anywhere in Tennessee?
Yeah. Here, give me your phone. I'll try to pull up a map.
I love that Tyler's just freely giving away this information when the other werewolf basically said that I would rather die than give you the info. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about a little hike through the Smoky Mountains?
You want to hunt down a pack of werewolves on a full moon?
Wait, yeah, Elena.
If you don't come with me, I'm going by myself. You're the one who told me that I could handle things on my own now.
Yeah, I meant like frozen dinners and SATs.
Go off, Elena.
All right, fine. Let's just go. But you're driving.
Two humans? I feel like you should tell Damon. I feel like you should get Damon to come with you.
Are any of you human? Your friend here, he needs human blood to complete his transition to vampire.
Oh my god.
Anyone? A boyfriend, a girlfriend, along for the ride?
I don't think she's a werewolf by the looks of it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You join us, or you die.
I'd rather die than be a vampire.
I think he's gonna kill you then, love. Oh, or not. Okay.
Okay. Who's next?
Shit. God, they are about to get so many more hybrids. This is insane. I thought Klaus was gonna be like a one of a kind. I didn't realize it would be this like easy.
You moving in or something? You've been here forever.
I thought I was meeting Caroline. You haven't seen her, have you?
This is
Not keeping
this
up
is
on
an
her.
awkward conversation to have with her ex-boyfriend.
Look, man, I never meant for me and her being friends to be a problem for you.
This is what it is.
That is so awkward. Especially when you're well aware you're more than just friends.
Dad, what is up with my taste buds today?
It's the vervain. The sheriff has me
Here we
slipping
go.
in coffee here every now and then.
That's what vervain tastes like?
Yes, here we go. Yes, Tyler. Yes, maybe pick up on that.
Thank you so much for coming. Does anyone else know you're here?
Who are you?
It's Caroline Bell. I remember the day she was born.
Oh, yeah.
the rest of the
I'm not surprised that she'll be having an issue with this.
She's a vampire, Carol. We do what we have to do.
God, I fucking hate this council, honestly. I'm not opposed to just killing them all.
I don't know why you think that we're a lost cause.
Fuck's sake.
How are you even here?
Thanks for the tip, brother.
Oh, Alaric, don't go behind her back. Oh, mate.
Mountain range of werewolves on a full moon without backup?
I agree with telling Damon. I was saying this from the very beginning, but you don't do it behind her back. You've just betrayed her trust now.
So is this your master plan? To build an army of hybrid slaves?
Yeah, that's my question. Even if he builds this army of hybrid slaves, how are they slaves? Can he compel them? Because surely if they're at the same level as him now, or actually wait, they're all hybrids, but he's still an original vampire. So maybe he can actually compel them now, because you can't compel a werewolf. But now that they've added this other side to them of being vampire as well, maybe he can. But then like, how does that work? Is it like a full compel? Because half of them you can't compel, whereas the other half you can. You know what I mean? This is all like, this has created so many issues with the whole system. But my other question is, are these hybrids actually going to survive this? Because this guy seems to be going through a weird transition. It doesn't seem the same as other vampires we've seen go through their transition. Like, is Klaus unique in that only an original vampire can be a hybrid? And is he about to find this out? I don't know. It's just like, it just seems weird that they're just so easily being able to create an army of hybrids.
Huh. That shouldn't be happening, should it?
No, so what the fuck is going on?
Get out.
I feel like it's that only an original and a thingy can do. Wait, no, but not even just that. Maybe it's simply that you need to be born that way. You can't just force the transition. Because Klaus is a very unique person in that he was born half and half. Wait, I'm getting confused about Klaus's genetic makeup. How did it work? Was he born half human, half werewolf and then got transitioned? Or was it that he was transformed into a vampire before he actually became a werewolf? Maybe that's it. Maybe you need to transition people while they're still human and then get them to kill to complete their werewolf side of their transformation. That would make more sense.
Damon, this is the closest that we've been to him since he left.
But that's amazing,
I'm not
Elena,
going
but
home.
proximity is not the problem here.
I'm not leaving before we find him.
It's a full moon tonight, Elena.
Then we'll find him before then.
This is such a dumb plan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's obviously not going to just say
We're
no.
out of here before the moon is full, and I'm werewolf, babe.
I promise.
Unless you want to relive that whole deathbed kissy thing.
Oh, we talking about that again?
Derek, come feed your girlfriend.
Interesting. What's going on with him then? Do they like have to keep feeding? Oh my god. What the fuck?
You know, I could help you.
No thanks.
Oh shit, he knows they're there now. But like, hold on, I need a minute to process that. This guy's gone like rabid. He's like zombie level. Is this what they're like? Can you not make a coherent hybrid? Do they just fucking lose it?
Where did he go?
Yeah, he got away. Forget him. Let's go.
Fatal werewolf bite. Ouch.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your blood to heal me.
Well, I tell you what. You find Ray, and then I'll heal you.
Oh, Klaus, you dickhead. Klaus, why are you so happy with this army? It's obviously not fucking working. Yeah, they're all going through the same thing. This is like, what's gonna happen here? Are you just making a bunch of like feral vampire werewolves?
You put vervain in my coffee this morning.
Oh shit, she's gonna be confused that he knows about vervain.
Let's skip the part where we pretend we don't know about the vampires in this town.
Oh shit.
You were testing me to see if I was a vampire. I want to know why.
You've been spending so much time with Caroline. I had to know for sure.
Now, Tyler, ask where Caroline is.
What does Caroline have to do with it?
Let's skip the part where we pretend she's not one of them.
Oh shit.
Did you do something to her?
Tyler, I don't want you to be with her.
Where is she, Mom?
I can't
Thank
let
you,
be
Tyler,
together.
please.
What did you do to her? Where is she?
You can't be with her. She's a monster.
In that clarification, so is Tyler.
You don't know about me, do you?
Know what, Tyler?
Is he gonna tell her? Come on, mate, please.
The sun's about to set.
I can see that, Damon.
God,
The moon
Elena
doesn't reach its
is
apex
so
for a while at a
like
time.
salty. He's agreed to help you with your plan, love. Relax.
Stay where you are. Stand by.
Interesting. Do they want to feed on vampires? Maybe it's the werewolf instinct. Oh. Wolfsbane potion. Hell yeah. But yeah, so it seems like they want to hunt vampires themselves, which is very interesting. It could be the werewolf side of them, that vampires are their natural enemy that's making them want to go. But then, interestingly, is it different? Have they made a race of people who only want to feed on vampire blood? Because that could be very damaging.
I don't know why I let you talk me into this, man.
Because you want to see her any chance you can get.
It's because she's your sister. You have a chance to help her.
And he probably feels like he wasn't there to help her before.
You gotta go.
Matt, please.
No, man. I can't do this, alright? You gotta go.
Nice one, Jeremy. Like, I'm all for trying hard to do this, but... Shit, she's interacting with her environment. That's interesting. So they can influence the physical world.
Rick, here, take these. I said Rick.
I love that so much.
Is he turning?
It's impossible. It's still daylight.
Tell him that.
God, this whole hybrid thing has thrown like every single rule that we have out of the window for both species. Oh my god.
Here, doggy.
Oh, I was gonna say, Damon's the best one to go for.
What is it? Just tell me.
You need to see for yourself. I'm the monster, Mom.
What?
Oh my god.
Me? Uncle Mason? It's in our blood. It's a family curse.
What curse? Tyler, what's happening?
My darling, you're about to find out. You got a front row seat. Oh my god, that's so fucking traumatizing to watch your child go through that. Tyler really threw her in the deep end, didn't he? Shit. So he's not actually in wolf form though. So what the fuck's going on? Nice one, Stefan. Thank you.
What part of don't follow me anymore? Got lost in translation, Damon.
Might want to take it up with your girlfriend.
Yeah, how do you think she would stop fucking trying, mate?
Why don't you get her home? See if you could keep her there this time.
I didn't like that. See if you could keep her there next time. It's not Damon's fault.
I thought you were checked out of taking care of people.
I know what you're doing. That doesn't need to be a lesson here.
You're better at it than you think you know.
Boy, are you a sucker for a lost cause or what?
You're not a lost
That's literally Elena's whole personality.
Our family is gone.
Their entire family.
We don't have anybody. And I'm sorry, but You don't have anybody either, so
You might as well just make your own family.
kind of fit for each other.
Hell yeah.
I'm keeping the ring then.
He's a true Gilbert.
Are you okay? Did you?
Fine, fight free. Get back in the car.
Have to see her go. He ran away just as she looked, didn't he?
I spent the day going through her stuff. It was weird. You know, all the memories. I realized that most people didn't really get Vic. You know, they saw her as trouble and let it go at that.
That's really sad. I liked her as a character.
You got her better than I did most of the time. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this, but here.
It is honestly so strange to think back to Jeremy and Vicky. Like, that was 2 seasons ago.
You know, I don't remember her dying. Elena made them take that memory away from me. That I couldn't handle it.
I know the, like, obviously watching your loved one die is such a traumatic thing, but to not be able to remember the last moments that you had with someone is so fucking sad. Like, the fact that he knows that they shared this last moment and he was there for her when she passed away, but he doesn't remember it. He doesn't remember what was said, what was done, how it all went. You know what I mean? It was a very traumatic thing having Vicky like go rabid and try and attack everyone and bite Elena, all that shit. And it wasn't a nice sight, but for Jeremy to just not know is so fucking brutal. And I literally said it. Do you not remember in season 1? I said you have no right to take his memory away, and I still stand by that.
Daddy?
Do you see something?
Yeah, she's standing right in front of him, mate.
Tell me how I can help you, please.
I can come back.
What? No.
Help me come back.
No, what?
Jeremy.
I can come back too.
Don't trust Vicky.
Interesting. That sounds to me like good and evil spirits. Like Vicky's spirit has been possessed by something, but Anna's hasn't. I don't know. It's like maybe the longer that you're dead, the more it warps your mind and you become a very like vengeful spirit. I don't know.
They went rabid. Some of them I killed. The others just bled out.
So we know that that's not a way to make hybrids. Honestly, in my opinion, the way you do it is you turn them before they activate the curse. Then once they're already a vampire, they can kill someone and then it might activate their werewolf side.
I did everything I was told!
I broke the curse. I killed a werewolf. I killed a vampire. I killed the doppelganger.
Oh, wait, is that the issue? That Elena's still alive? Is that why? Not only have they figured out that this whole hybrid thing doesn't work, they've just murdered a pack of werewolves. Like, what percentage of the werewolf community is that?
Are you drunk?
No.
Don't have that face on your Damon. This is usually how it
I thought
goes.
Stefan was gone, but I was wrong.
You saw him out there? Damon, is he okay?
No, he's not okay, Elena. He's an insufferable martyr that needs his ass kicked.
I knew that Damon would go back to him in the end.
What made you change your mind?
What do you mean?
You were so hell-bent on staying on that mountain, and you just gave up, so what changed your mind?
We were under attack, Damon.
You had a bag full of weapons and a teacher with an eternity ring.
Yeah, I actually wondered that. I was like, why is Elena so easily getting in the car?
I didn't want to see you get hurt, okay? I was worried about you.
Interesting. Oh my god, Damon.
Why do you even have to hear me say it?
Because when I drag my brother from the edge and deliver him back to you, I want you to remember the things you felt while he was gone.
I don't know if I like that. To be honest with you, I've always had an issue with the Vampire Diaries in that it's not really an issue with the Vampire Diaries, it's an issue with the fact that they're both brothers. Like, you know what I mean? That's going to be an issue for anyone. You're watching 2 brothers fight over the same girl, which is just fucking weird in my opinion. But it's just so strange when you have these moments where Damon has genuine care for his brother. He wants to save him, all that shit. And then he's saying to his brother's girlfriend, I want you to remember what you were feeling. You know what I mean? It's just a weird dynamic. It will never feel right to me, 2 brothers fighting over the same girl. It's just like, what? Wakey wakey, Tyler. Mum has been traumatized.
I'll take care of it.
What does that mean? You're going to save
I'll
Caroline?
make sure nothing happens to her.
How are you going to do that? You've introduced this guy now who's probably going to fucking kill her.
You called me in to take care of this problem. Why the sudden change of heart?
Oh my
Maybe a
god.
guilty
You've pulled
conscience.
this separate guy in,
Feel
you're
guilty.
fucked.
They're not human. They're monsters.
What if we're wrong?
Oh shit.
You married into it, so maybe you don't understand.
So he's part of that family. Oh my darling, I've missed you this episode, but I'm scared as to what this scene is going to be.
Hello? Mrs. Lockwood?
Don't you lay a fucking finger on her.
Daddy?
Oh. What? Excuse me, what? That just fucking broke my mind. What? He said, but he was so fucking calm talking about murdering her. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but does no one else find it strange how okay Caroline's father was about talking to Carol about just murdering Caroline because, you know, she's a vampire. It's what we do. It's like, you know, it's the done thing. Like, what the fuck? That is your daughter. And oh my god, we've got Caroline's dad introduced and apparently he's a fucking twat. I'm genuinely so taken back. Like, what's he gonna do? Because obviously we saw Caroline's mum go through a similar thing where she was talking about like, what do I do about this situation? Do I kill her or do I save her? Like, I'm so torn because of my duties to the council. But then Caroline's father comes fucking running in saying, you know, it's what we do. We just kill them. It is what it is. Like, what kind of father are you? Now, Carol herself, I don't like her. Like, she's had a bit of a change of heart this episode and she's obviously changed her opinion on things because she saw Tyler's transformation and all of that. But I just don't like her as a person. She really just rubs me the wrong way. She comes across as one of those people who like is so extremely stuck up, and the way that she treated Vicky in the past really put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, she was calling her the worst of names. Now, Tyler himself, very brave of him to have shown his mother that transformation and to have trusted her with that information, because she's evidently not the most trustworthy woman in the world based on how she's been treating Caroline. And actually, yeah, talking of that, fucking earlier on calling Caroline a prostitute, like, go fuck yourself, Carol, little bitch. But yes, anyway, moving on. What other things happened in the episode? Because my mind was just blown away by that reveal. So obviously the hybrid thing doesn't work. They go rabid. They're hunting vampires because their werewolf side is telling them that vampires are their natural enemies when they are also a vampire. And he said that I killed most of them, but the others bled out. So is their blood literally like pouring out of them? Like, what? But then speaking of, the way that I see it working is either, there's two options here. Either because Elena did not actually die, it's really fucked with the whole curse, and it's like a loophole where like it allowed Klaus to transform, but then when Elena came back to life, it fucked with his blood and it fucked with the whole like natural order of things where he can't actually change them. It's either that, or it's what I was saying earlier of maybe you can transform a werewolf before the curse is activated because they are still human. Then they could become a vampire who has this werewolf curse that then when activated can then allow them to transform, because that's similar to what happened to Klaus. It was blocked off from him and he wasn't allowed to transform into a werewolf his whole life until that moment that the curse was broken. So I feel like that's the way it's going to be. Now, Stefan and Elena's relationship, I don't know how I feel about it. It's been my issue the entire show because I find it so strange. Like, the idea of two brothers going after the same person for all of this time and Elena obviously having feelings for them both. It's just like, I can't process this because it just doesn't feel right to me. In my opinion, when something like this happens, the person that got with them first, that's the done deal. And then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out and you don't go with them. Even if they are your soulmate or like they're perfect for you, you just don't go there because your brother has been with them before. You know what I mean? That's the way my mind has always been when it comes to siblings and relationships in that regard. So I don't know how to process the information of Damon and Elena having feelings for each other while she is still Stefan's girlfriend. Like, I don't know. Don't know how I feel about it. Now, Alaric and Elena is such a beautiful relationship that's come out of all of this because obviously Elena and Jeremy have lost all of their relatives. Elena's lost her birth parents, and then both of them have lost Jenna and their mum and dad, which that is like their entire family. They have been left alone, and they're both, you forget because the actors are older and it like fogs with your mind that they are so young. Like Elena's just turned 18. Is Jeremy still 16? Are you telling me that Jeremy is still 16? Because fuck right off. I'm blown away by TV shows who have a young group of characters who are played by so much older actors, because Jeremy literally looks at the very least 23, but like he looks a lot older. But yes, moving back to the whole Elena and Alaric thing, I really like that they are together. And the fact that he's got the Gilbert family ring is so special to me because, like I was saying earlier, he feels like a kind of father figure to Elena, but not just a father figure. It's like father figure, but also friend at the same time. It doesn't feel like he's like 20 years older than her. You know what I mean? And I just really like their relationship that they're forming. Now, him betraying Elena and telling Damon was a big no-no in my opinion, because even if it was the right thing to do, I think he should have had a conversation with Elena about it at least first and tried his hardest to push it on her. And if she was still so against it, then just tell Damon. But to just like not tell Elena anything and then go and tell Damon, I don't like that, because once you betray someone's trust, it's very hard to win it back. But yes, I believe that covers everything I wanted to talk about, so let's move on to Patreon questions. Right, first up, what is your opinion on Stefan asking Damon to stop looking for him and also to make Elena forget about him? Is he staying away to keep Klaus away from them, or is he enjoying the unleashing of his Ripper side? Ooh, I think it's both. I think that Stefan is a bit torn right now. I think one side of him wants... So I think there's like three sides to Stefan right now. You've got the side that wants to be with Elena and wants to go back home. You've got the side that is wanting to protect Elena, which I think we saw come out when Klaus was talking about, like, I killed a werewolf, I killed a vampire, and I killed a doppelganger. You saw like a look on Stefan's face of like, please don't find out about it. So I think that there is also the worry for Elena. But then the third reason is that I do think he enjoys it simply because of how this whole Ripper thing is. Like, the way it's been described to us is that they enjoy it. That's the whole point. They enjoy the hunt, they enjoy the kill. But on that, we did see was it last episode? Yeah, because we're on an episode 2. The last episode, he put the bodies back together, and Damon said that's classic Stefan because he feels bad about what he's done, and once he comes out of his like quote unquote food coma from the blood, that he puts them back together because he feels horrible about it. And I just find that very interesting that he seems to be so torn within himself about enjoying something, but then being so against it when he quote unquote wakes up. So I don't know. Stefan's whole reasoning for being with Klaus right now is so very complicated that I don't think you can pin it on one singular thing. Right, next up, what do you think will happen now with Caroline? Both her parents know she's a vampire, but do you think Caroline will be able to convince her dad like she did her mum? In my opinion, no, because the way that her dad was so sort of at peace with the idea of killing Caroline is like, Carol called him, explained what happened, and he's like, oh my god, my daughter's dead, has processed that, has come round and is now like, okay, where's this fucking monster that stole my daughter? Do you know what I mean? It feels very much like he is viewing Caroline right now as a monster who killed his daughter rather than his actual daughter. And we know that Liz and the dad don't get on well, and they haven't really spoken. So if Carol is to actually tell Liz what happened and Liz goes to try and help Caroline, I think there is going to be a big battle between the parents, between what is going to be done, because I genuinely think her dad is like fully on board with just stabbing her in the heart, and why he hasn't already is confusing me. What is he getting out of this? Because I don't think he would torture her, because he would be looking at his little girl and he couldn't torture her that way. So I don't understand why he's just keeping her locked up. Maybe to get information? I don't know. And then finally, do you have any predictions on why Vicky is trying to come back, but Anna is saying not to let her? I don't know. The way that I see it is that Anna died after Vicky a lot later. Anna was, the end of season 1, and Vicky was basically right at the beginning. So Vicky has been dead longer. And I'm getting the vibe that the longer you are dead, the more that your spirit becomes like crazy and corrupt. And maybe Vicky is that way, and she has this like plan of like going on a killing spree and getting revenge, because breaking a window like that, it doesn't come across as a spirit trying to tell you that they're alive. You know what I mean? Like flipping the photo up, it's like, oh yeah, look, I'm trying to tell you it's me, Vicky. But smashing the window is such a like aggressive act that it comes across as if she is a very unhappy spirit. And then Anna coming along, being very sort of calm and collected and saying, Jeremy, don't trust Vicky. I trust Anna a lot more than I do Vicky right now. And then even then, when you take it back to when they were alive, Anna was a lot more calm than Vicky as well, because Vicky had just turned. She had a drug problem. She was addicted to blood at this point, and she was just trying to kill anything that she could find. So maybe that has transferred into their spirits. I don't know. But also I find it interesting that 2 vampires are in the spirit realm, because we haven't really got any indication of how that works yet. We know that witches are quote unquote alive after they die, but we've never got any indication of any other supernatural creatures. So I don't know. I'm very excited to be delving into that in the Vampire Diaries. But yes, with that said, that was a fantastic episode. I like that it wasn't so easy for Klaus to just be able to create this army, because we're on episode 2 of season 3. If he just started turning all the werewolves he could find, it'll be like, oh my God, where's the season going? But I like that they complicated it a bit, because you throw in the spanner of like, oh no, is he going to find out about Elena and try and kill her? Or is there another way that he can do this? Is there another reason why it's not working? I just love that. I love how complicated all of the storylines are already, because there's so much to explore. But yes, with that said, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon. We're able to find the early and uncut reactions to the Vampire Diaries and all the other shows that I do. I've also left a link to my Twitch and Discord, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.